Hello everybody and welcome to a special episode. This is part 10 of the Final Fantasy Wiki plays Final Fantasy VII. I am your host, Techno and joining me are 4 guests today.
We never decided an order, did we?
I just got an alphabetical order. Go on, Drake.
Well, this is Drake.
This is Kirasiu.
This is Louise.
And this is Yunche-san.
And, as I said, this is not just a special episode because we have 4 guests. This is also a special episode because I like to name this the Feels episode. 2 very important scenes in the story occur today, which we shall see soon. But until then, you get to watch me kill people in the arena.
Violence is always good. Go ahead.
Yeah.
That transport looks like the kind of crazy thing that the Soviets designed. Kind of like jet-powered trains and things like that.
I used to love going to the Golden Saucer to watch that little animation. It reminded me of Myst.
I always did like the initial one where it kind of just the longer one anyway. That one's cool.
Yeah. The initial one's fun, but like you can tell it would get old after a while if you kept going up it.
Yeah, definitely. Did you just buy like the single pass or did you get the gold ticket?
I think I got the gold ticket. I'm grinded enough as it is. I should have enough gil. I can't remember.
I've always wondered, like, is there an in-game implication that Dio has the keystone, or you just expected to wander around and find it?
No, there's none.
Yeah, there's a guy who tells you that he's got it.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, you know the guy who you get Great Gospel from?
Oh,
That
is
guy live out in the middle of nowhere that you never find?
Yeah, you pop in on him because like that's the only time that he starts appearing in his house, and then you ask him about the keystone, and he goes, "Oh yeah, some guy called Dio bought it."
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, don't you just love having me here for these little trivia?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm tooting my own horn here. I'll shut up.
I think we need to turn the game volume down a bit. Apparently we're hard to hear.
I'll just note that I like the little inscription on the arena here. It's a nice touch.
Drake, just turn the volume down a bit on your video. And you're good.
Is that better?
It might be better, yeah. I don't know. I'm not watching the stream.
I've always got mine on really quiet. I don't think it's ever caused any problems, so I think I'm okay on this end.
Yeah. Anyway, I will put this a bit quick because I kind of condensed these fights down a bit because a lot of them are really boring. So don't worry.
And I've done that for the level grinding vid.
I should have done that for the level grinding vid.
Yes, you should.
I learned a lot of lessons from that.
That thing advanced forward in a really slow way, which just made me think Tonbra in a Magitech armor suit.
Yeah. Fire too. Oh, it is.
Well, even more broken if you're playing it on the PlayStation when you can just open the disc tray.
Yeah. I know
What just happened?
Yeah, this is how I beat all the arena enemies.
With beta.
Yep.
Oh well, why not?
And then they kept halving my MP.
What is all this spinny screen stuff?
That's me condensing the video down.
Oh, you did mention.
It is someone has found that a video editing program has transitions and we must try them all.
Yeah.
Well, this time they didn't even bother with the half.
If you don't use the yakety yak music, can you use the touch for this part? It's scientific fact that music makes any scene more epic.
Well, we have to have something more imaginative than Benny Hill's hill walking, I imagine.
Oh, I sped this one up because this is obvious what happens.
We really should have all been on helium.
1 damage? Oh, you failed.
1 damage on minied.
Oh god, you're tiny!
Oh, that's why! And you have to resort to a fire fang. Don't you have
And then I
any?
died.
You
You
die?
fail.
Hey, if
Oh
I can,
goodness, you're worse than Scave.
if I can just say one thing that is a slight consolation, for once your cursor isn't on screen.
Yeah. This was about the time. This was
About
the time
time.
Can I
I
take a
figured that
moment to... Can I take a moment to imagine if we ever get a HD remake of Final Fantasy VII, what on earth is Dio going to look like?
I
That
think
is a
that's
good
why they're
question.
never gonna remake it.
Was it? Oh god.
It will be like FF14's Godbert, but infinitely worse.
Oh yeah.
I think
People who just see FF14 Godbert is this old man who's dressed in nothing but a loincloth and you have to massage his weary muscles. And he keeps on turning up still dressed like that, randomly suplexing people.
Well, I mean, it's not just him in his little underpants. There's that guy and all his friends in the Honeybee Inn.
There's
Yeah.
but-
also
Like, this
every
game has so much
enemy-
content I don't think could get past censors these days.
You're forgetting the concept of high definition Don Corneo.
Oh god.
No.
On high definition Miss Cloud.
Oh, that
No
was
way.
fantastic.
I'm sure the fans would love that.
On the other
Yeah.
hand, high definition Costa del Sol. Oh my god, we
That'll
might
be-
actually see Hojo in a swimsuit.
No, I just want to see Tifa in a bikini.
I don't want to see
I
high
have
definition
fan art for
Tifa.
that,
I don't
don't
want to see
worry.
how big they'll make her boobs.
No, they'll make them like advent
Yeah.
children.
Yeah, at least that was modest.
Yeah.
Like all the fan art these days is like just unnecessary.
I'm kind of weird because I think. Alright, I'm kind of weird because I think Tifa looks better in Advent Children than she does in this game.
She does.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Without a doubt.
I prefer her in Advent Children in large part because she's actually wearing slightly more modest clothing.
Oh yeah, I prefer her clothing in Advent Children as well.
Techno, I'm
What's
curious,
about the
you played
ridiculous cowboy costume she's wearing in Crisis
Oh,
Core? That
God.
was just odd.
Oh
that,
yeah.
that is so, like, Noboa is such a lonely, lonely man to have designed that.
Oh, yeah.
My wife and I were going through a separation period, don't judge me. Techno, you
Yeah.
played the City 012 now. What are your
Yep.
What's your opinion on how Tifa, shall we say, moves in that game?
No, I have a positive opinion of that.
Really?
Oh yeah, me and Kirasu, are going to 1v1 on Dissidio 12, by the way.
It's
Yeah.
a duel. He will
I
challenge
shall-
you to a duel.
I shall show him the true terror of Kuja. Well now.
God, yeah.
Well now. Well now.
If I could 1v1
It might be the
you,
first
Techno,
time
I'd
you've
say
seen
like
that much
Terror
dodging.
of Zidane.
I think we've been playing Dissidia again recently, and I just keep noticing that whenever Laguna uses his Ragnarok blade, it sounds like that superintendent guy from The Simpsons shouting Skinner. I'm sure you all know what I'm on about.
Oh, cool.
This is the
Now I can't unhear it. Oh look, it's Tifa.
This is the first date scene. This is the canon date scene for my playthrough, because this is the one that I used.
No Barrett, disappoint.
No, I'm going to show all of them.
When I did the scene with Yuffie, I felt like a pedophile.
It's amazing how many fanfics are set around the date scene. But then
It's
practically
fine,
asking
she's
to
of age in
happen.
our country.
Doesn't Barrett imply that Cloud is sweet on Marlene, though?
Isn't she like 4?
Yeah, that's why it's a little concerning.
What, so
But-
if you get all the date
Firstly,
points for Barrett, then you like Marlene? What?
maybe he means like in a fatherly way, or motherly way given Miss Cloud, so that's why they should totally get married, because Cloud likes Marlene in that way.
You'd hope so.
Yeah. But let's also remember that when Cloud found an unconscious little boy knocked out over his bicycle, his first inclination was to take him home. Just saying.
That is
I
true.
hate that so much.
Oh,
I just kinda
Princess
like-
Rosa.
I love how he just kind of stands there with his head swiveling. They just look ridiculous.
Oh no.
Bobblehead
point of
king.
this.
They look like bobbleheads.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to break the British people here. The king's head motions remind me rather a lot of the Churchill dog.
Oh, yes.
The princess's measurements, because I obviously want to know Tifa's measurements.
Of course you do.
I think they actually give her measurements. Like, I think it's like
did.
36, 26, 34 or something.
I think
Like,
we
I
have
think the Ultimania
wiki as
did give
well.
her measurements sometime. It's on her page, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Best page on the wiki. Or does anyone choose any option other than that night, by the way? Does anyone choose any other option?
Well, I always have Barrett as my date, so I don't have to do this.
Oh.
We got beat by a girl.
We got beat by Tifa, and Tifa's the manliest girl in the series.
New legendary hero Rosa. And there's a phrase I never thought I'd hear in Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Zing.
I don't even think
thanks.
Rosa's that bad.
Yeah, she sucks.
No, she's fit.
Only because she's blonde.
Yeah, only because she's blonde. By the way, can I just say, until this playthrough, I didn't know that pressing X is what makes his head bop up and down.
When I
Well,
was
that's an
younger, I
interesting
used
phrase to take
to
out of
use all
context.
these, and I used to make him put his head downwards, and I'd be like, "Leave me alone, Tifa. I'm eating my sandwich." Because he puts his head in his
He
hand.
looks so grumpy.
Oh no.
Like, this is not a man who wants to be here.
Yeah.
I think the best one is if you take Vincent with you and he just stands with one foot looking out and he's just like presenting his backside to Cloud like, this is how much I care about you and your frickin' gondola ride.
And you know what the fangirls will make of that gesture.
Well, I've read plenty
Sounds like the
fanfic.
Haka Radiant comic. Well, you found me.
There's this one guy on YouTube, he's hacked the game and he's done a whole bunch of different date scenes. Like there's Zack and Aerith, Aerith and Tifa, Sid and Shira.
I've seen a few of those.
Yeah. I've seen the one, like, I think there's one where Aerith takes Sephiroth on a date with the implication that Cloud took care of Tifa and she's jealous. And she's like, now put your arm around me or I'll tell everyone it's a wig.
Nice. Okay, now, this is why I think Cloud's an idiot, right? You can tell what she's implying, and he just fucking ignores it. What a retard.
Cloud ignores
Well,
Aerith
no,
and
because
Tifa
he's
throughout the
Barrett.
game when they're throwing themselves at him. I think
Yeah, he
we've
really-
established he's oblivious.
He just loves Barrett too much.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Seriously,
That might have just been my playthrough when I said to Don Corneo that my boyfriend was called Barrett. What is this?
I'm sorry, but how can you not go for Tifa? Unless you like Aerith. Like,
Yeah.
that's the only reason I can think of you not going for Tifa.
Honestly, I find
Speaking
Aerith
of
more
Aerith-
physically attractive. Like, not that Tifa is ugly by any measure, I just think Aerith is better.
Yeah, it's subjective, so.
Yeah.
My first playthrough, I got Aerith as the date scene by accident, and then I almost smashed my PS3. True story. I wasn't mad about Aerith, it was just I was mad about not getting Tifa. And then I later found out that it doesn't actually matter beyond the date scene, so I was like, oh, I don't care.
Well, then of course there's the
Because
classic
Cloud
urban
is
legend about the
especially
high wind
oblivious.
scene.
The
Actually,
Haho.
that's interesting that Cloud kind of combines the obliviousness and, well, he is basically a loser in a lot of ways compared to Zack.
He's a loser in
Of
most
your
ways
typical
compared to Zack.
harem anime protagonist, but he has the angstiness and he kind of starts with that particular archetype of. He's a lot goofier than most
before
dark
Cloud,
and
there were
angsty
angsty
protagonists.
heroes. Like Cecil was pretty angsty in Final Fantasy IV.
Yeah, but he was pretty, there was a difference.
What?
Cloud is pretty. Have you seen him in his dress?
I like.
I have fan art. I am gonna link fan art of Miss Cloud when we are done this. Fair warning.
I've probably.
Don't doubt it.
I
I've
would look
seen.
for it now, but I'm streaming this, so I can't.
I saw one pretty disturbing of Cloud wearing Tifa's clothes. I need to try and find it now. It was
Oh
great.
wow!
It needs
I
like
don't want to see that.
Whoa.
you do. Believe me,
Sorry
you do.
about
It's
that.
fantastic. I'm gonna go and find it now.
Did FF13 basically rip the scene off then?
It ripped off a lot of scenes from this game, actually. It ripped off the intro.
Yeah.
I think with 13, one of the things, I think they tried to be really safe with this game, so they said, oh, do what 7 did, and we'll be good. So that's why Lightning is basically a copy of Cloud, and the intro scene is a bit of a copy, etc.
Lightning
Like
is
like your Tyson Cloud.
Yeah, she's more like Squall, but then Squall is a lot like Cloud as well.
Except he likes talking to walls.
Mm.
I find
There's all this
it
debate.
fascinating that Yuffie is the only one who actually kisses him on the date.
Well,
Oh,
she's
yeah,
like,
but-
yeah, but she's like really young and immature, and she
Oh my
probably
god,
just,
what
like,
is she?
loves
What is
her.
this scene? Oh my god.
Yeah, this is Yuffie soon.
That ass.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Like 5 seconds at the pull of a
Please,
zipper, and we
don't.
could not be. This could be an R-rated
She's
movie.
young.
It's okay. She's 16. She's legal in Britain, kind of.
The gaze
Looks
is
like a 12-year-old.
the gaze is a little concerning. Yeah.
So do most manga characters, but you know, there's still a hell of a lot of hentai.
Yeah, and there's also Ryoko from FF9.
Oh, hey, I found one picture that's pretty good. It's a Miss Cloud one. I'm just going to link it to you now.
No, please don't. I'm
No,
good.
it's nothing too disturbing.
No, I'm good.
It's Miss Cloud. By nature, it is disturbing.
It looks like it's got a really, really long URL, so I'm really sorry about that.
I guess Yuffie is the only one who was smart enough to realize Cloud is completely dense. This is the only way I'm going to get through to him.
Yeah, I mean, I just spent like a whole minute, like on my hands and knees, looking away from him, and he didn't do a thing.
I love how Cloud's like ... I'm like, are we school now?
No, I think he just broke from the kiss.
Cloud
He's
XD has reached a critical error. Abort, retry, fail.
Oh man, I love this scene. Say something. Yeah.
I think he's
assume
not
that
equipped
position
to deal
again.
with any kind of emotion.
To be fair, that is the sort of line that I'd say.
Yeah, you're Kuja. You don't count.
No, you looked up a dictionary, dear.
You want to go back for coffee?
One last
Coffee.
one.
I'm sorry, I can't help myself.
I found it! You're
Oh,
gonna hate me.
Oh boy.
Oh, by the way, if you're wondering how I recorded all of this, I actually hacked the game to set different date points. So I would increase the date points for any character that I wanted to see in the date scene. Yeah, they kick him out of the event square because they're not actually a couple. Which you can tell.
Well, that doesn't stop the fangirls, does it?
In the
I like how
HD remake.
Barrett takes up so much room in this gondola.
I'm just thinking now, like, until Final Fantasy 13, this was probably the closest Square Enix has ever come to outright homosexuality in Final Fantasy.
The direction of Cloud's gaze is a little unfortunate here as well.
Did they really sit in silence? I've never actually done the Barrett date.
Yeah,
Oh,
they do
wow.
for a while. Until he talks about the girls Cloud likes. And Cloud basically says he likes none of them, which further implies...
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
I love how Barrett's theme just plays in the background here, just like, doesn't care.
Did Barrett ask
Barrett's
him? I thought Barrett
Barrett's
asked
theme
him.
isn't bad.
What is he saying? Why did you ask me? Jeez. Barrett was the one who said, let's go for a walk.
Yeah.
I'm not letting a wacko like you, dear, my little
there should
Molly.
be then.
Oh,
Thank
there's
goodness.
a good line.
I mean, this is all just like so random. Like, yeah, I could have brought my little girl here. Instead, I'm sat here with you. Yay.
It's so hard to get the Barrett date. That's the hardest one to get.
If you exploit the little tricky Cosmo Canyon, it's really easy.
Did he just kill
I have
Cloud?
Barrett attempting to destroy the gondola with his gunner.
Be right back,
Yeah.
cleaning blood off the walls.
I remember in his novella there's a scene where Barrett's talking to Sid and we're helping him work on the airship and he does that thing where he just gets really angry and fires into the air. Damn it, Sid,
Oh, yeah.
what am I supposed to do? And Sid looks up and his roof is out and shot full of holes. Well, you can start by fixing that.